Hi everyone, welcome to Newegg TV. My name is Paul, and today we're going to be giving you a product tour of this tablet PC. This is the Acer Iconia Tab A500. It is based on the Android Honeycomb operating system and the NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor. So for starters, let's take a look at what comes in the box. You get a polyester and nylon cleaning cloth that is black in color. You get a first start information guide for when you're booting up your tablet PC for the first time. You get a USB cable. This is standard USB to USB micro B, and that is for connecting your Iconia Tab to your computer. You get an AC adapter for charging the Iconia Tab, the little wall wart there on the end. And you get a set of instruction booklets, so you have a quick guide, the A500 guide, safety information, warranty guarantees, and your passport for international traveler's warranty. And next up, let's take a look at the box. So just a quick rundown of our specs from the back of the box here. Once again, Android. This is a Honeycomb 3.0 based tablet, and you can upgrade to 3.1 by connecting to the internet. We already have done that. It has an NVIDIA Tegra 250 dual-core Cortex A9 CPU, and that it runs at 1 GHz. Ultra-low power GeForce GPU, and that's integrated with your Tegra CPU. You have 16 gigabytes of flash memory as well as 1 gigabyte of RAM. This is the 16 gigabyte model. There is also a 32 gigabyte model available. The display is a 10.1 inch WXGA TFT 262,000 color LCD. It has a 5 megapixel rear camera with autofocus and an LED flash, as well as a 2 megapixel front-facing camera. It has built-in GPS, built-in Wi-Fi 802.11b, G, or N. Bear in mind, only 2.4 gigahertz band on that N Wi-Fi. Also Bluetooth 2.1, a micro SD card slot, rechargeable lithium polymer battery, and Dolby Mobile and HDMI output. Here's a closer look at the tablet itself. And on the back, we can see it has a bit of a brushed metal finish. Right up here on the right, we can see our 5 megapixel camera as well as the LED flash. Flipping around to the front, making sure I don't drop it, of course, we can see our screen. That is, once again, 1280 by 800 display resolution, multi-touch, and right up there on the front left, we can see our front-facing 2 megapixel camera. Let's take a look at the sides. I'll flip it over here. Over on this side, we can see our power plug, and that's for charging the device. Over here on this side, we can see our micro USB plug, and then we also have a full-size USB plug. We also have a hard reset button there that you can push with a small pin or paperclip. Here on the bottom, let me just remove this protective little bay here. We can see our micro SD card slot right in there. We also have a lock here, and that's to keep the device from turning into portrait or landscape mode. You can lock it in place. Also a dual touch volume button right there. Moving around to this side. Oh wait, we already did that side. Moving around to this side. You can see our power button over here on the left. So you push that down for 2 seconds to turn the device on. You can also use it to put the device to sleep after it's in use. We also have a headphone jack. And then over here on this side, we have a micro HDMI plug. And I'll show you guys how the HDMI output works as well in just a second. Finally, on the bottom, we have a mysterious plug that might work with a dock, although from my understanding, there's not a dock currently available, but maybe in the future sometime. So now we've gone ahead and booted the system up into Android, and here we can see the basic Android screen. If I flip to the other screen, then you won't be able to see anything. If I lock the device and then go to unlock it, you can see the lock mode here. You just pull that little lock to the side, and it unlocks. Up here we have convenient links to the internet, because if you're using a tablet, you probably want to connect to the internet. Right now we're connected to the Wi-Fi here locally. So that's a great way to do that. There's a home button down here that you can use to navigate around. A couple other things of note right here is the ClearFi service, and that will allow you to take your Iconia Tab around, and as you become in range of web-connected devices, you can actually stream content from those, so pictures, movies, and music directly to the tablet. So great to have at home if you want to stream some movies over your network directly to the device. Again, with the Tegra processor, it's got some pretty quick response time for zooming between the screens and whatnot. You have a few shortcuts that are preloaded down here. If you want to move anything around in Android, you can just push and hold, and you can move that wherever you want. Up here in the top right, you have an apps button, and that will bring you to your apps tray where you can go around and see whatever apps you have installed. If you want to get more apps, you can visit the Android Marketplace, and there's tons and tons of apps available there. Up in the top left, you have a shortcut to Google search, so you can really quickly search the internet for whatever you might be looking for. And in the bottom right, you have a system tray type feature that will tell you, for instance, the time, what you're connected to, and you have little pop-ups down here as well. If you connect to your email, for instance, that will pop up and show you if you have a new email. Some quick shortcut links down here, so you have a back button that will work in most apps that you're in. You also have an application switcher right here that you can use to switch between applications that are open. So very good for multitasking with the Android Honeycomb operating system. Next up, let's plug it into HDMI and show you how that works. And now a quick HDMI demo. What I have here is a micro HDMI cable. These are sold separately, so make sure you grab one or an adapter if you want to connect this to a monitor or a large screen TV. I'm just going to plug this in right down here, and it should immediately recognize HDMI connected, and we can see our home screen right there. So you can continue to work here. It's great for presentations or for watching videos, for example. I'm going to pull up YouTube real quick. We'll go ahead and do a search, and there's our Newegg TV YouTube channel. So pull up a video real quick just to show you guys the video playback. It will buffer for a few moments, which is probably going to be determined by your connection speed. But assuming the buffering finishes, we will have a video playing in just a moment. And now our video is playing.
Hi everyone, welcome.
We can also switch to full screen. And there we have our video. There's me talking about speakers and headsets. So there's an example of how you can easily connect to an HDMI-enabled monitor or large screen TV. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Once again, this has been the Acer Iconia Tab A500 NVIDIA Tegra-powered tablet PC. This is the 16GB model. Again, it is also available in a 32GB variety. I'm Paul with Newegg TV. If you enjoyed today's video, please head over to our Newegg YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.